Well, you guessed it, by the flashers. I'm on the side of the road with severe damage to my truck. I guess you got that from the title too. I was driving along, and just at the last minute you could barely see it. It looked like maybe a 2x4, a small piece of wood in the road. Come up on it at the last minute, and I was able to kind of straddle it and miss it with my steers, but I caught it with my drives, and my two front drives on the passenger side blew out and did extensive damage to my truck. So in this video, I'm going to kind of walk you through everything that takes place, and then at the end of this video, I will show you what it looks like now and tell you what's going to happen in the future, and kind of tell you what the bill cost for the roadside repair and things like that. So stay with me. It's going to be a fun video for you guys, I'm sure. It's not a great one for me, but anyway, let's jump right in. Thanks for watching. So as events happen tonight, I'm kind of splicing this video together, and then I'm going to release it in the morning when this is all finalized. So before we go any further, for this very reason, this is why everybody needs to make sure they've liked and subscribed this video, and shared it on your social media platforms. Occasionally, from time to time in trucking, out of the blue things are gonna happen, and this way you'll receive a notification when things do, and you'll be up on the latest adventures. So anyway, that's what's going on. So let me tell you how this broke down. Driving along, the tires blew out. If you're wondering why I'm looking over here, I'm looking for my wedding ring. I took it off when I got out because it fits me real loose and it's real bad about coming off. So I just put it back on. Sometimes if I'm fiddling with stuff, I'll take it off, because since I've lost all that weight, it's got a gap in it and it's prone to falling off and getting hung and stuff when I'm trying to work. So sometimes I'll take it off while I'm working. But anyway, that's off subject. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So I got out, examined the damage. I called breakdown. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I've had some trouble with night dispatch and breakdown. And so anyway, I call them, and breakdown only works basically Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not much. I've talked to them about it before, because trucks typically don't break down between 8 and 5 Monday through Friday. Trucks typically break down in the middle of the night, out in the middle of nowhere, like mine is doing. And for that reason, I wish they had more support in the evenings and in the night, but that's either here nor there. That's another subject. Getting back to it, I've also had a lot of trouble with night dispatch. Now, I don't know how many characters are in night dispatch. There's two that I'm familiar with. Both of them's name starts with a J. I'm going to follow my normal tradition of not naming names. The male guy that his name starts with J is excellent. I would give him an A+ if I was grading him. If I was asked to do his review, he would receive a very high raise and a lot of compliments from me. Just a good guy, knows his stuff. Does a great job. The female, every single time I call, I have problems with her. And this is not news to anybody. Tonight I called her and I told her, I said, my right front drive tires, both of them blew out, and I've got extensive damage to my truck. I said, I can send you a video if you want to see it. Matter of fact, it's the video you guys are about to see. And I said, I'm going to need a mechanic that brings the tires so I can make sure I don't have any damage underneath that I can't see or whatever. Her very first question to me, is this on the truck or trailer? She didn't hear one single word I said. I said it's on the truck. I answered all her questions, and she said, all right, I'm going to call somebody. I'll call you right back. She calls Goodyear Tire. Goodyear Tire thinks it's trailer tires I need, that it's an issue with the trailer. So after I just clarified everything for her, she calls Goodyear Tire and gives them completely wrong information. I told her I'd wanted 2 used tires because my tires on the other side are fairly worn. They're around, I think around 6 or 7 30-seconds. And I wanted to get used tires because if you put brand new on one side and have used on the other, they will wear unevenly and they'll wear out quicker. It's better to put some used ones in this situation so that the wear is more even. So they said, well, we're going to have to call her back because she's authorized 2 trailer tires and she's saying you want recaps. I said, well, I told her I wanted used, and I said, it's my truck, we're going to do what I want. They said, all right, we'll call her, we'll call you back. So about 15 minutes later, oh, I left out a step. No, I didn't. I'm still on. I'm a little upset. So about 15 minutes later, it's still obvious she's lost. I'm trying to explain it to her on the phone, and I said, I'm just going to call her boss, which her name starts with a C. She was asleep, obviously. It was 2:33 in the morning. I said, I'm having problems with the lady that her name starts with a J. I said, I can't work with her. And I explained to her what's going on. I said, every time I call her, I have problems with her. She said, all right, I'll take care of it. So while she was doing that, I sent her the video you're about to see that showed the damage to the truck. And while she's doing all of that, Goodyear calls me back again. And they're like, we were trying to talk to her on the phone and she doesn't have a clue. They're like, her information was so bad, we didn't even understand what was going on. They were like, can you clarify some things for us? So for now, like the 3rd or 4th time, I had to go through this again, give them the tire size. She didn't even know the color of my truck. And which, for those that don't know, probably 75% at least of the Roadrunner trucks are white. There are some other colors, but well over half. So you would think that being a 2016 Volvo, as many of them as they have, of the 2016 Volvos, I've never seen any color but white. And so I went through the thing again, and they were laughing. It was embarrassing at how incompetent she was. And I don't know what to do. This, as you guys know, I love working at Roadrunner. I love Roadrunner to death. There's a bunch of great people here, but that girl tests my patience and every last nerve. She just, I don't know. It's not that she's a female. Don't misunderstand me. I mentioned that the male, that his name starts with a J, he's great. It's that she doesn't care. I've called her before and she's like, I don't know what to tell you. And that's more than once. It's not, I'll try to find something out. Not, I'll try to help you. Not, let me look into it and see what I can find out. It's, I don't know, you'll have to wait till morning. And I can deal with somebody not knowing how to do something or not knowing who to call or what to do. But it's real hard to deal with somebody that just doesn't care. That they're, I mean, it took her over 30 minutes to answer the phone tonight. And I know that there is only one person there, but all she's got to do is pick up and say, hey, let me put you on hold. I'm on another call. I couldn't even get her to answer the phone for the longest time. And then when she answers, she's not even listening. I don't know if she's watching Netflix or what she's doing, but her mind is not in the game. And I realize everybody's working from home and there's distractions and things like this, but this has been going on since before she even, the coronavirus stuff even happened. Before she was working at home, she was still having these issues. And she's fairly new, and I thought, well, maybe if they just train her a little more, maybe she'll get better. But I don't know how you train somebody that either doesn't have the mental capacity to do the job or just doesn't care. and I'm not sure which she is, and I'm not trying to be as harsh as this is probably coming across, but this is getting really frustrating. So while I'm waiting for the shop to call me back, you'll be watching the damage portion of the video where I show you the damage, and then hopefully at the end of this video I'll be able to tell you what it cost and how the situation was resolved and all of those things. But just to summarize, I love Roadrunner. I'm not so big on night dispatch, and so there we go. But anyway, here's the actual damage to the vehicle without further ado. So I'm walking around here to show you. I hope you're going to be able to see it. I've got severe damage. The two front drive tires blew out. Tore up my side fairing. Tore up my tank. Has quite a bit of damage. Doesn't appear to be leaking. Quarter fender is tore up pretty bad. I don't think it got into any airbags. But the wheels appear to be okay, but the tires just totally shredded. So I'm waiting to hear from Breakdown on who's coming to fix this. I don't really know why they blew. I had just checked them earlier today. There's the airbag. No, it's not. There it goes. There's the airbag. It's not, it rubbed it, but it doesn't look like it ruptured it. And as I said, I don't see any diesel leaking, but severe damage. And by the end of this video, I'll be able to tell you a lot more, but that's all I know right now. So the mechanic was showing me that the moon right there, you can't really see it in this video, but over here is Mars and Jupiter. And so I got up to take a look at that. We've taken a bunch of this stuff off. I guess we're going to leave that whole side piece off. It was pretty bent up. Some of it's here. He's still working on the rims. We think the rims are okay. And then over here, here's the used tires. And let's see if we can see the prices. $259. Pretty good looking tire. A little expensive, but I kind of expected that. That one is also $259. Normally I wouldn't do used, but because the other side's a little worn down, that was the best course of action. And so that's where we're at right now. I'll just have a blank space on this side till I can get to a body shop. But looks like the rims are okay, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see where they were touching, so.
Cool. So I'm gonna wrap it up here and then I'll be back in a little bit. So after all the damage, this is what it looked like after he got it repaired. Still a little bit of an eyesore, but it'll work till I can get it to the body shop, get it fixed. Now the part everybody wants to see. Let's go see what the total was, and then we'll talk about it and wrap this video up. So I'm going to try to get this where you can see. You can see there the total is $879.61. Now I'll tell you what I think about that. So you've seen the total. To some of you that's going to seem high. I really thought that was great for getting two tires and getting that damaged stuff off of the truck. They drove around 47 miles to get to me, and then 47 back, and with the labor and all, I thought that was really a good price and reasonable for TA. It wouldn't have surprised me if it was a much larger amount than that. Obviously, any breakdown is more than what you'd like to spend, but I'm real happy with TA Road Squad. In this instance, I feel like they did me good and didn't try to take advantage of me. And so everything's fixed. I'm going to upload this video, but I'll probably be asleep when it actually releases. And so any of you guys with my number that would normally call me after I release a video, know that it may be this evening before I get back to you. It's okay, you can still leave me a voicemail. You can still leave me a text message and I'll get back to you just as quick as I can. Also, down in the description for you new people, I've got the link if you would like to apply at Roadrunner Freight, and I've got my email down there if you want to email me. Feel free to leave a comment or click the like deal. Make sure you are subscribed, as I mentioned earlier. And I got to get out of this. I've got some calls to make and then I need to go to bed. So y'all have a great day. I've got another video that I'm going to release in the next day or two, where I'm going to tell you how you can track my progress around the country. This will be real handy for some of you truck drivers that like to meet me. You can find out where I'm at, and we can maybe grab a hamburger or something together. So y'all take care. We'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.